very quiet. What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you what's on my mind. And rubbing. Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons. We're hoping to find we're two of a kind, making it go, making it grow together. We're gonna find a way. Together, taking the time each day to learn all about those things you just can't buy. Two silver spoons together, you and I, we're gonna find a way. You and I, we're gonna find a way. It's amazing how these crazy things just pop into my mind from a long time ago. And yes, I love showing my age. Anyway, how's everyone today? Hope everything's going well. And one more piece of business I want to take care of before I get into the rest of the video. On my last video, I was talking about Rian Johnson and, you know, how what he did could not compare to what was done in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Now, for the most part, everyone understood what I was talking about, but I do want to address this one commenter who was in the comment section. And I feel like I have to address him because it's possible that he could be a celebrity, guys. And I'm not going to actually name him, but let's just call him Tarzan. And Tarzan says, "Man likes film. Other man complains because man likes film." Yes, that's the comment, and that's exactly how it's written. I just want to say to you, Tarzan, me had no problem with Rian Johnson liking film. I actually made a video saying I like film too. So why would I complain about other men liking film when I like film myself? That was not the point of the video. Me was only trying to point out the difference between how one filmmaker did something and how other filmmaker did something in a semi-humorous way. Me did not mean to imply that I was complaining. Oh! Okay, so I hope we got that straight. Now, not too weird. What I want to go on and talk about here, guys, is... Oh, look! There it is! Turn it up. You can't plan these things. Bear with me, guys. It's Saturday night, and this is the best I can do for you. It's all I got. So, anyway, I saw this article, and it was talking about Alden Ehrenreichs. And you remember Alden Ehrenreichs? I didn't either. But then when I read the article and I was reading more into it, it started to come back to me. Oh, yes, Alden, the food stamp Han Solo. Yes, whatever happened to that guy? This article actually addresses what's going on in Alden Ehrenreichs' life since he starred in the summer blockbuster that was Solo, A Star Wars Story. All right, now let's see if I can bring this up real quick, guys. All right. Oh, wait, here it is. Open sesame. And this is on Decider.com. And it says, this is the headline, "For God's sake, let Alden Ehrenreich bail on Solo." And this is by Joe Reed. "For God's sake, let him go." And it says, for a movie that made $213 million at the box office, Solo, a Star Wars story, was pretty much universally received as a disappointment. After a production process that included changing directors mid-production, dropping Phil Lord and Tim Miller so they could go on to produce and help to produce the amazing Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, dropping Phil Lord and Tim Miller and signing Ron Howard to finish the product. All while there were rumors that star Alden Ehrenreich wasn't cutting it during filming, to the point where an acting coach was rumored to have been brought in. And while obviously there's no accounting for taste, and good people can disagree on the matter, I thought Ehrenreich's performance as Han Solo was perfectly good. How is something perfectly good? Perfectly good. It's either good or it's perfect. Which one is it? It cannot be perfectly good. I don't think so. I don't know. It's just me nitpicking again. But, you know, I'm just saying it's got to be either or. It was, I mean, when you hear something is perfect, you're thinking, wow. And then it's perfectly good. Okay. If inevitably nowhere near the level of iconography that Harrison Ford established, which obviously anybody who expected Alden Ehrenreich to best Harrison Ford in this role was either fooling themselves or creating impossible expectations for a young actor that he couldn't possibly meet. Well, what did they hire him for? Look, guys, like I said, I saw Solo, right, on my own terms. I didn't pay one thin dime for it. But Alden did not actually offend me. I mean, he obviously, like this thing says, he was no Harrison Ford by any stretch of the imagination. I just, in my mind, pictured him as somebody else, almost like Jake Solo, you know what I mean? Or, you know, just a completely unrelated character. If he had been allowed to do that, I think it would have went over a little bit better. But I talked about that in my review of that trash, so I'm not going to go over it again. Solo's biggest sin isn't that it's unwatchable. It's incredibly watchable. I disagree. Solo's biggest sin is that it's unmemorable. It's a solid space adventure with decent to good performances from Ehrenreich, Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, Paul Bettany, and of course, the voice of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Did you guys notice something about that last sentence? Let's try it again. It's a solid space adventure with decent to good performances from Ehrenreich, Emilia Clarke, Woody Harrelson, Paul Bettany, and of course, the voice of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Okay, maybe I'm just a little bit sensitive to this kind of thing because, you know, but you notice how they didn't mention the only two people of color, colored people, Negroes, blacks that were in the movie. Now, before the movie came out, you couldn't hear enough about, what's his name, Childish Gambino, and you couldn't hear enough about Thandie Newton, you know? But I guess in hindsight, they're not only are they forgettable, but it becomes more obvious that they only threw them out in the front in the first place to attract your little overrated progressives, you know, and of course to make J.J. Abrams look good and Kathleen Kennedy. But once they've outlived their usefulness, back you go, back into the jungle, back wherever you came from, back to the ghetto, back to the hood. They're gone, all right? So let's not mention them. But even self-described Star Wars fans might have a hard time remembering specific plot details or scenes. How about the whole thing? I don't remember shit about that movie. It's not the kind of failure that will bankrupt a studio or end a career, but it's the kind of quietly unmemorable movie that should, by all rights, end with everybody shaking hands and agreeing to go their own separate ways. Don't you forget about me, right? Don't. This would be very good for an actor like Alden Ehrenreich, a do-over for a promising young actor who signed up for a no-win situation when he took the role of Han Solo. Ehrenreich got the role on the heels of his hugely well-received supporting performance in the Coen brothers' Hail Caesar! While it's true that he can't have that momentary heat back, sorry, my contacts are drying out, so it's kind of hard for me to read this right now. His next step should be to take something semi-small with an exciting filmmaker and attempt to strike with another Hail Caesar! Level performance, and then use that juice to take a role as anyone but the most beloved character of America's biggest franchise. Just look at all that effortless charisma. Okay, they have a clip here from Hail Caesar! I'm not going to play this right now, so it's just saying, just look at all that effortless charisma. Take their word for it, he's showing you a lot of effortless charisma. Compare it to the clear strain to achieve 70% of it in any given solo scene. Currently, Ehrenreich's IMDb slate is emptied of future projects. Emptied of future projects. He has nothing lined up. There have been no commitments to make any future solo movies, and after what everybody went through to make this one, it won't be a surprise if this is the end. Remember that old New Edition song? Is this the end? Is Alden my friend? No? Okay. Where is it? We can't trap every exciting young actor in the gilded cage of franchise success. Star Wars already has the likes of Adam Driver, John Boyega, Daisy Ridley, and Oscar Isaac. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has its own stable, and with Aquaman succeeding, the DC Universe might not be the afterthought it once was either. They're great opportunities, but as Solo showed, they can be minefields. Hopefully, Alden Ehrenreich is as talented hopping around as he was in that rope-spinning cowboy scene. Oh, okay, well that's the end of the article. So there you have it, guys. Alden doesn't have anything on the horizon as far as jobs. He's currently unemployed. Maybe we can start a GoFundMe. But, you know, seriously, guys, this is sad. You know, this is a sad state of affairs. Because, you know, the young actor, he was trying from what I could tell, but he was just another victim. He was another victim of bad leadership by Kathleen Kennedy. And, you know, I just don't know where it's going to end at this point. I don't know how much more it's going to take. But, you know, hopefully he can bounce back. Hopefully he'll be okay as long as he stays away from the role of Han Solo. He's got to put a lot of distance between himself and that role, lest he go down the same road as a Hayden Christensen or a Ahmad Best or, you know, Jake Lloyd or something like that. You don't want him to be like just another, you know, just something in the column on the side there, like a little footnote or something. Whatever happened to. So there you have it, guys. You know, I just wanted to point this out because this is what we're looking at. You know, with Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars, and all that stuff. It's just bad business all around, and this is what it's doing. It's costing our young people. It's costing them a terrible, terrible cost. And I just wanted to bring some attention to that because I don't see anybody else talking about it. So, guys, what do you think about that? Is there something we can do for this man? Would you want to do anything for this man? I don't know. But get at me in the comment section and let me know how you feel about it. And as always, you can like, you can share, and of course you can subscribe, and I would appreciate it. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. I will catch you on the next one. Rock on. Alden.